Hello, 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 and this time we're back for another video, and this time it's about the YouTube algorithm. Is it not pushing some creators? Is it blackballing others? Who knows? This guy seems to think so. Let's check it out.
Came out saying that YouTube today, interesting thing about algorithms with YouTube, Mr. Beast's viewership, they said, has dropped 50%. Why has it dropped 50%? He used to get these videos, 900 million views, 500 million views, 400 million views. Now it's 60 to 120 million views. Now somebody said, well, listen, give me a 60 to 120 million views.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's being impacted. What did YouTube do? YouTube on the back end controls what? Go look at any of the top 50 podcasts that we follow and go to their YouTube channel. You'll notice, why is this guy down to 600,000 views, 200,000 views, 800,000? He used to get 4.8 million views. Why is that guy that used to do 600,000 views down to 300,000 views, 150,000 views? What you will notice is the following. Rogan is number one podcast in 94 countries on Spotify. But on YouTube, it's who? Someone else, Midas Touch. But why is that? Why is YouTube putting this? Because YouTube came out and said they used to favor, because they control recommendations. The algorithms of YouTube, they control recommendations. Like, do you remember during COVID? During COVID, they're like, if you use the word, there was certain word you use on the title, it would just drop off.
Yep.
Okay, what?
That much is true. I think if you was talking about COVID and you was doing YouTubes on misinformation about COVID, your video will just drop off that algorithm completely. That much I remember was a fact.
Whatever the words were. During COVID, there was like 50 words I didn't like. If you used it, it would automatically drop off. So don't use the word. All right, so people didn't use the word. Guess who controls the knob on YouTube viewership right now? YouTube does. You know what YouTube did? YouTube controlled the knob, and it was long form suggestion, and YouTube went like this and said short form. We don't want any more long form recommendation. Guess what YouTube announced last year?
Going back to long form.
YouTube last year announced as of July 15th, if it's a faceless YouTube channel, we're no longer paying you AdSense.
Yep.
I don't know where this guy got this from. Where did he get this from? Faceless? No longer. There are so many faceless creators out there. Some of them have avatars. Some of them don't. But they still have AdSense on them because their YouTube channels and they have an audience. They ain't gonna sit down there and say, oh, you haven't got you're faceless. Alright, no AdSense for you, even though you're doing nothing wrong and you're still getting viewership. We want to see a face. Some people, I for one, I don't want my face plastered around the internet. Because YouTube right now, it's like TV. I don't want to be on TV. Not everybody wants to be on TV. Not everyone wants to be famous. I'm one of those people, like, I'm not like the quiet millionaire. I'm not a millionaire, but you know, there's people who want the fame, the fortune, and when they get it, they regret it. I'm one of those people that realize that with fame comes responsibility, and you can't have a normal life when you are super famous on YouTube. And at one point, being famous on YouTube wasn't a big deal, but now everybody's trying to be famous on YouTube, and when you do get the fame, you kind of blow up immensely fast, and it can affect your life where relationships aren't normal, people treating you differently, they see the millions of views, they think you're super rich, and don't even realize that you have to pay taxes on the money you're getting through the algorithm. Some people just think this is all your money. Like, no. YouTube takes a bit, then you pay your taxes. So a lot of people do look at analytics and think, oh, they're earning this much and that much. It's like, nah. That's not the way it works.
What do you mean? So whoever controls the knob controls the viewership. So there is an element of the media changing on what they're.
And also, YouTube is favoring shorts more. That's because they are noticing that long form isn't really bringing in the views. Cause I started to do a lot of long form. My long form has dropped off completely. If I want to make money on my other channels, I have to do shorts. They will guarantee get views, and the reason why that is because people now they're doom scrolling on their phones. I'm one of them. I'm just scrolling my phone for something, and then I'll get like a 50-60 second clip of something that's really intelligent. I actually something that actually get something from. There's a lot of these short form content that's complete garbage, but the ones I watch, it's like factual, like something to do with movies or the world, and I said, oh, I didn't know that, and I'll take something from it. The long form now, because not many people are on their computers, they're all watching the long form. Has to be really high quality, like Mr. Peace quality, because more than likely people are watching on their TVs. It used to be on their computers, people are watching on their TVs now. So you got phones and TVs that be the most likely places where people watch YouTube, and they're sport for choice when it comes to long form. Because of course the views are going to go down. You think about how many people have signed up to YouTube on their TV and how many people actually signed up to YouTube on their phone. More people on their phone than TV.
Favoring now, it's purely YouTube algorithm. Watch this. Mid 2026, they just made the announcement. YouTube's algorithm is increasingly favoring smaller emerging channels by prioritizing high retention content over subscriber count. So what is YouTube doing now? They want more new people, because imagine YouTube sitting in a meeting and they're saying, man, we're not having as many new content creators.
Yeah.
I don't know if this makes sense. Like if you go look at last week, Instagram did a massive purge of followership. Rob, can you go to Instagram purge last week? I want to say Kylie Jenner lost 14 million people on followership in a single day. Can you type in purge? Purge.
When it comes to Instagram, nobody really takes that seriously when it comes to followers, because those followers are most likely bought. Instagram, it's more of a dick measuring contest. Look how many followers I got, because like really, people aren't really getting paid that much on Instagram compared to YouTube. And the more followers you have, the more important you seem to the world. If that makes any sense. It doesn't really, no, I mean, that's the way they look at it. So they keep buying followers to make themselves look bigger and more important, but no one really cares for these people.
What happened last week? Brands lost millions. Look at this, Vinny. Welcome to the greatest bot purge of 2026. Go a little bit lower, May 8th. Exactly a week ago. Can you go to the names of people that lost, the amount of people they lost? Because right there. Okay. So there was Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, account losing 15.2 million. Cristiano Ronaldo lost 15 million followers in one day.
Jeez.
Kardashian lost 9.19. Kylie Jenner lost 7.12. Taylor Swift lost 7.2. Nike alone lost 5.9 million followers in one day. Purge, right? So if you look at somebody whose followership gets to a point and it doesn't change anymore, it's because you found your audience that's interested in you. They're no longer like, now you have to either make a change or a shift or get a new audience to get the new audience. So YouTube hit a mark where they're like, we already have so many people that are content creators. We're everywhere in the world. What do? Then they said, stop recommending the big popular podcast. Start recommending the smaller podcast. Why do you want to recommend the smaller podcast? Why do you want to recommend
supply and demand? You want young people to believe in themselves.
Because you don't think the bigger podcasts are going to stop, except you're going to inspire the smaller podcast to climb up. Like, you know how you'll come and you say, I don't know what's going on, but I think YouTube's on my side right now. I'll say, hey, don't mess with that.
Yeah.
Because whenever the algorithms are on, so this is the part that you have to pivot. You have to adjust as a content creator and find out if they want to build a media company. You're seeing the big Foxes and these companies that are now bringing talent and saying, hey, do a podcast. Hey, we'll support you doing this.
Only thing I have a problem with YouTube from when I started, everybody's doing podcasts now. And it's oversaturated with podcasts. Everybody and their grandma has a podcast. I'm sick of it now, man. You know, some of them are good. Some of them I feel like people are just doing it because it's the in thing to do. It reminds me of the days when everybody was doing reaction videos, and now people are like, I don't really do reaction. I mean, this is the kind of reaction. It's a commentary reaction, but you get one coming from where they're sitting at the side. You see them at the side and just sit down and watch the video, and don't say much. No commentary whatsoever.
Everyone has to pivot, but the reality, what the world is learning, is whoever controls the knob controls the future content creators. Okay, is Nick Fuentes on YouTube? No. Why is he not? Because of who controls the knob.
Of course.
Who controls the knob? You're talking about people that are highly controversial that wouldn't really survive on YouTube. He's like, you control the knob. The knob. You know, it's like, come on now. Come on, let's be serious. That guy is highly controversial. When you're too controversial on YouTube, they're gonna do one or two things: take your AdSense away, or kick you off. They don't want people messing up the ad revenue or the advertisers running away. So that guy he can go to Rumble.
Of course.
Okay, so where is he back on? X. Why? Because of who controls the knob.
Elon.
Where is he at? He's at Rumble. Why? Because of who controls the knob. So you just got to keep in mind whenever.
Why? Because who controls the knob? It's like half of it, what he's saying is kind of true, and half of it's complete bull. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, there's a kind of a knob there. It sounds weird, but at the end of the day, he's talking about people that will mess up everything for YouTube. If they were allow certain people to be saying what the hell they wanted to say and be really controversial, really racist on the platform and have adverts, brands next to it, they're gonna sit down there and be like, this guy's saying this and there's our adverts there, we don't support him. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where people just don't seem to think highly of what they're saying and realize that there's reasons why these people aren't on YouTube.
These companies want to elevate somebody or destroy somebody, they can't because they control the knob. This is a nasty part of the story. Now, this doesn't mean that's the main reason and only reason that, they're having a hard time with it. No. Do bots play a little bit of game? Probably, but not that much. Is it YouTube controlling the knob? And that's why I'm being shadow banned? I've never liked when people said I'm being shadow banned. No, just improve your content. Yeah. Make it better. This is a brutal, brutal business to be in. The moment you take a camera and you go, I believe such and such, you are going to get attacked.
100%.
So if you don't like it, don't use the words. In my opinion, I believe. Just be quiet. But if you do say, I believe, in my opinion, expect people to come and hate on you. And that's part of the territory, period. And they're going to get it right now. But trust me, in 6 months, it's going to be somebody else. In a year, it's going to be, then they're going to say, well, let me tell you what's going on with PBD Pod. Let me tell you what's going on. You're in the arena. Expect the heat that's going to come with it. But you can't also be like, well, I don't really give a shit what people say about me. You're an idiot when you say stuff like that. You're a clown. You're an arrogant, entitled person when you say, I don't give a shit what people think about me. If that word has ever come out of your mouth on the idea that I don't need to improve, you're a has-been and the market's going to destroy you. I don't care who you are. If my kids come up to me and let's just say Dylan starts scoring a bunch of goals, he becomes the best player, and he's in the car and says, I don't care what the new coach says about me. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
There's a point of what you actually take seriously on YouTube, because there's reason why some creators have breaks, because there's too much hate towards them. But you have to take criticism where criticism is due, and you have to take it and think, okay, I need to improve. But there's a point where you have to really be conscious of yourself and think, I can't take what's going on the internet too seriously. This guy's chatting out of his ass most of the time, because if you were to take everything on the internet seriously, you'll be in a psychiatric hospital. I heard YouTubers where they said, hey, you should stop rapping. Don't put out any more music. Your music's trash. What the guy gonna do? He continued to rap because he believed in himself. That's KSI, by the way. He believed in himself. He continued to rap. But there was a campaign where people were like, this guy shouldn't rap. He shouldn't make music. It's terrible. And he came up with good music. Not all of it's good, but you gotta just not take the internet too seriously. It's the internet. These people are keyboard warriors. If you were to find these people in real life and you confront them, they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. But behind the keyboard, they'll say anything. Just remember that. So don't take this guy too seriously. You have to sit down there and be like, yo, it's the internet. Let's not take the internet seriously. It's not real life. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'm out.